coming to the final point regarding the regarding the compensation to the family. Okay. Till now, what are the measures that you have taken from the administration side regarding this financial assistance to the family?
In my hand, I have two checks. One for the father of Pullala Raju, and one for the father of Mother Raju. These checks can be collected by the appropriate person. You can have a photograph, the xerox of the checks.
Regarding the first demand of our committee, I would like to ask, what are the problems that you have to take yourself the designation, and we want very clear reasons and also very logical reasons. We want to know on behalf of this committee. You have to tell us that what are the problems that you have to resign from your position. And after that, I will speak.
Accepting the position of Vice Chancellor is something that one does with a certain amount of thought. There's a huge responsibility and a huge opportunity, and a very great sense of duty that one does something like this. The life of a professor or the life of somebody outside this administrative office is a relatively simple one. I have been here now 2.5 years. I know what the responsibilities of the office are. I know the amount of work it entails. I know the amount of effort that goes into trying to do something in this system of ours. Our university is a very important university in very many ways. It is an important university in the life of this state. It is an important source of opportunities for all of us. I don't think that we should ever forget that. Students, the position itself is not anything particular. It is an opportunity to do something, and do something with a position that is important. We know what country we live in. We know that the complexities of this country, its inequalities, its history, its geography, its society, its politics. In the middle of all this, we are trying to do something, and that is to give better opportunities through education for our people. A suicide like this is a slap on our face, all of us. This should not happen. I am committed towards making this university a better place for all people to come here and study and to do research. Given the fact that I do accept this as a challenge and as a duty, when we have an incident like this, we see the flaws of some parts of the system, we see the functioning of it in a way which is less than ideal, and I think that we have a chance to correct it. We should work towards making the life of a research student at our university as ideal as possible, and that requires a lot of work. Regarding my role in this particular episode, it's a complicated one. As I told you, I accepted to be the Vice Chancellor of this university in June 2011. From that day, whatever happens on this campus, whatever happens to any one of you, that concerns me. Whether I am here or not, it concerns me all the time. I do have that sense of responsibility.
All hail Vice Chancellor!
All hail, all hail.
All hail Vice Chancellor!
All hail, all hail.
All hail Vice Chancellor!
All hail, all hail.
Great, great Vice Chancellor!
Great, 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 great.
Great, great Vice Chancellor!
Great, 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 great.
Raja Vice Chancellor!
This is my responsibility to the university. Okay? And by setting up this judicial probe into this particular incident, I have also assured all of you that regardless of who and regardless
Excuse me,
of...
sir. We know clearly what are the responsibilities and duties we have. No need to, no need to tell to us. Okay, we know. We can go through the constitution of the university. Okay, give concrete answers to the questions posed by these people. Okay, please respond to the demands. Okay, clearly. Don't teach lessons to us. Okay, don't try to betray us. We are not the kings here. Okay, these people are on 5 days. They are lying without food, without water itself. Okay.
Sir.
You asked me for an explanation. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Okay? I'm giving you a commitment that the judicial probe results, whatever they are, whoever it indicts, whoever, regardless of position, regardless of official position, action will be taken.
Sir, if I ask one thing, 1 minute. If I ask, sir,
Yeah.
you are explaining about your responsibility towards the institution and towards the community of the HCU. Okay. If I ask you have to take a responsibility of on the grounds of your morals and ethics. Something happened. Okay. When you are the in charge director of the center, what do you say?
See, many things happen in the university of which I do not have intimate knowledge. The details of what goes on are not known, and that has to be from on our side, it has to be looked into.
But sir, this report has prima facie established that you are directly linked with the suicide of Madari Venkatesh. I will tell you 2 points. You are the in-charge director. When Madari Venkatesh wrote a letter to you, you have signed on that letter. Now later on, in November, you are the chairman of Research Advisory Board. When you are the chairman of Research Advisory Board, why didn't the discussion of allotment of guide to Madari Venkatesh came in November? You please give that answer. Sir, we respect you. We respect and we also understand that there are certain responsibilities assigned to the position of Vice Chancellor. But we want a clear-cut explanation on this.
Ask direct questions, Tamudu.
Yes.
On ethical grounds, sir. Whether you know that, whether you don't know, ethical ground will be like that only. If you even we don't know also, what do you say? What do you say?
Prabhakar, I know what my sense of ethics is,
Yeah.
and I know when the level of responsibility comes. In answer to the 2 questions that were raised, on the day that this Madari Venkatesh wrote the letter to the director of Acronym, I was not in fact the acting or the in-charge director. That's it. That's just a technical fact. The Dr. Setua had joined. No, it doesn't matter. I can also share.
ఒకటి చెక్ చేయండి ఏమన్నా
Okay. Dr. Setua had joined on the 11th of 12th of
Please wait,
July.
sir. Please wait. We will.
ఓయ్ సమస్య చేస్తున్నాను
Dr. Setwa had joined as director on the 11th or 12th of July, and this boy wrote the letter on the 18th of July asking for permission for semester registration. I, based on the recommendation of the acting director, I approved the semester registration. On the Research Advisory Board, I am the co-convener or the convener, whatever it is. The actual items for discussion are brought up by the center director.
Just a matter of correction, sir. The report has noted that the new director joined in August 2013, not in July, sir.
The joining date of the new director is the 12th of July or 13th of
No,
July.
but why does the report mentions that?
You can check the, Prashant, you can check the records in the office. The new director joined on the 11th or 12th, I forget the date, but it's sometime around there.
Can Krishna sir explain regarding
And he went on leave.
Yes, sir. Krishna, sir. Sir, మీరు ఎందుకంటే we have questions only to vice. Sir, even in that case, he has written a letter to you, which you have signed at last. The matter has been brought into your notice. But when Research Advisory Board meeting happens, at least you should have brought that matter since you have read the letter, since you know about the case.
Prashant, the letter is addressed to the director of Acrahem. The recommendation of the director was that the boy be given semester registration. I read that and approved.
And that means that you haven't read the whole letter.
Look, whatever I
No,
say,
that's-
no, wait on. Whatever I say now doesn't make, I don't remember now. It is, no, wait on, please. The precise recommendation of the Acrahem director was to permit semester registration for the student. Since that was the request, I approved that request.
No, sir. Our one question is straightforward. Sir, he has written certain facts in the letter that he does not have doctoral committee and he is not allotted with supervisor. Have you read the letter or not?
I may not.
Yes. That's the one point which we needed. That's a negligence.
Okay, that is all. Sir,
If a research scholar approach, then
Yes, that's the ground for resignation.
sir, you explained regarding the resignation, huh? One minute. Regarding the problems that you have for the resignation of your position. Okay, if we ask, at least if you go and leave, whatever the judicial probe happens. So what do you say? What is the problem? Okay, 1 minute. We'll ask.
I am going to ask the judicial probe to be completed as quickly as possible. Okay? It is not practical for me to be out of town for that length of time. The university also has to run. However, and this is something that I am completely open to, if the justice would ask me to recuse myself from the campus on any of the days of this inquiry, I will do that.
No, he did not answer for the question. What are the reasons not to resign? You didn't answer for that. First, you answered.
Why are you not resigning?
What are the problems? What are the problems?
First question, why are you not
What are
resigning?
the reasons that the
Yeah.
you shouldn't resign?
We are just asking your explanation why you are not ready to resign.
Explanation. No.
It's a moral responsibility.
Fill in the blank bit.
Ah,
And explanation level.
okay, wait.
Look, I have a sense of responsibility to the job also.
Okay.
And therefore, it's a personal decision when there is a lapse that requires resignation and when there isn't. In my opinion and in my feeling right now, I have to admit I take responsibility for all actions in this university. Okay, and it is also my responsibility to see that many of these lapses get corrected. Therefore, I will.
You live,
We die.
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 you live.
We die.
Sir, I'm directly asking you one question, sir. Do you believe that caste discrimination is there in our university or not?
He already confessed.
That's the head of the institution.
First question.
He already accepted.
The second question is that, do you believe that these are the individual problems or the systematic failures?
Yeah.
Just give the two answers directly. Is there caste discrimination is there in our university or not? Or these are systematic failure or individual problems? Before that, you were discussing about the individual problems and you. Okay, you just give the answers for two questions.
I don't think that the situation on our campus is ideal, just like any one of you. Okay? And I believe that that we need to have much better caste sensitivity on this campus. I also know that the system has got many flaws in it. There are procedural flaws, that are systemic flaws, that are organizational flaws. But I am committed to trying to make this campus a better campus, and the system is better.
You're asking about caste, sir.
About caste.
Sir, we are not asking your explanation. Right answer. Yes or no?
You can talk.
You're not giving lecture in the classroom.
Caste is a very social reality.
It's a social reality.
Yeah. You
And I believe that our campus is not ideal from those points of view.
Sir, can you respond on
One question, straightforward question.
Yeah.
And also we will forego our demand of resignation of Vice Chancellor. Except, sir, from this only change happens. Change happens when you accept there is something evil is there in this campus. Please accept that there is caste discrimination. Otherwise we won't believe you, sir. There is no point in believing you.
It is social
There is no
reality,
point in
sir.
believing you if
can
you are
talk
not
directly on
accepting that there is caste discrimination in the suicide of Madari Venkatesh in the day-to-day life of campus. Accept that. Accept that. That's the only one thing.
We are not forcing you. You are
Not forcing.
What is your opinion on
Give your
that
statement.
particular thing?
Because change happens from this stage. Let the change happen from this stage. Then only we can be in a dialogue. Otherwise, dialogue will not be possible.
Look, there are, on our campus, we are a very heterogeneous society. We are not an homogeneous.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
1 minute. Put it in another way. The Brahminical professors in this campus are practicing the caste discrimination towards Dalits. Are you accept or not?
No, sir.
Will you accept or not?
See, sir, the way you're using heterogeneity is very positive, the way you're using it. The question that we're asking is that heterogeneity, certain people are more powerful, therefore they discriminate us. So let's not use heterogeneity in very positive sense. Let's not celebrate that term.
I am not celebrating heterogeneity. All I am saying is that this is not a uniform, homogeneous block, that one can say that this entire campus has got caste discrimination. Look, I am admitting what all of us know, that this is not an ideal situation. That there needs to be better caste sensitivity and a nuanced, better approach to how we deal with each other.
We are not asking about what could be done in the future. I am asking you directly that at this time, do you believe that caste system is there in our university or not? And what could be done in the future? We know it is that you tell at this time, is it there? It is there or not? Yes or no?
You can't simply make it a state.
Sir, you are a wonderful manager of
there
crisis, sir. We all know you're a wonderful manager of crisis. We need to know yes or no for this question. Yes or no?
Yes or no? First you
Sir,
tell that.
you can't
After that we can
simply
discuss
say
so many
like the
things.
state that there is social evil. What did it constitute to the social?
asking that guy and you people are talking and she.
Yeah, let him
No,
talk.
let one people ask, let respond,
tell me,
no?
okay,
Why you
okay,
people
okay,
are
okay.
relating yourself? Let him respond.
He's not responding proper way, and that's why we are.
ఓకే సరే తమ్ముడు రెస్పాండ్ అవని
ఉందా లేదా?
I don't believe that there is institutionalized discrimination. That is not there in our system. What there is at individual levels is, that is the point of saying that it's a heterogeneous society. Please Prashant, it's, this kind of, not every question can be answered by a yes or a no. This is a large and very diverse community that we have on our campus. And you are asking me to give a blanket description of the campus? It is not fair to the campus. There are, I would like to assert definitely that there is no institutionalized discrimination.
So individuals?
There could be, there probably are.
No, sir, please give a straightforward answer.
Venkatesh's case, what
Yes,
case is that? In Venkatesh's case, was there caste discrimination or not?
I believe that it has to be determined. I don't think it is a simple yes or a no.
What is your observation based on Krishna Committee report regarding discrimination? Regarding discrimination.
Sir, do you accept that you are saying that there is no institutional caste discrimination, institutional discrimination? Do you accept that individuals are doing it?
Why you are using
Sir,
smart
sir.
language? I am not understanding
no.
why. Discriminate. See, house can
Sir,
discriminate
sir,
have-nots. Okay.
Sir.
House can listen. House can discriminate have-nots. Okay. We are particularly asking about in the case of caste. House can discriminate have-nots. Okay. We are asking about the caste. Simply why you are escaping with a smart language.
This is not smart language.
We are not asking about the. We are not asking
I
about the
said that not
discrimination.
every question can be answered by a simple yes or no.
Sir, we are not asking about the discrimination. We are asking about the caste discrimination.
Sir, 1 minute. Sir,
discrimination.
sir,
Particular
sir, this thing. See,
admission time start పెడుతున్నారు sir.
Ashok, 1 minute. Sir is accepting that there is no institutional discrimination, but individuals are doing on the basis of caste
This is
background.
what, if you read the Krishna Committee report, that says so very, very clearly that there needs to be a whole institution-wide examination of this question. And one of the recommendations is to have an institutional-wide faculty meeting. And I'm planning to do that in the middle of next month.
No, I just want to ask a question. As you said, there is no institutional discrimination. But I will say there is an institutional discrimination. How? There are many departments where the Dalits and STs are withdrawing from the departments. There are many departments. Isn't it called institutional discrimination? And one more question. There are many SC and ST, CSR and JRF scholars who are not getting seats in the so-called departments. Isn't this institutional discrimination? There are many departments. Like in the sciences itself, there are many departments. Why? There are many Dalit students are withdrawing. Why there are many Dalit students are failing in this?
This is one of the reasons I will have that institutional faculty meeting to bring up questions like this. Why are people withdrawing? Why are there no takers for certain disciplines, etc.?
No, isn't this called institutional discrimination?
Look, institutional means at a policy level. How things happen by individual departments is something that we have to look into.
Sir,
Then, sir, please answer this question, sir.
Look, I will bring it up when I talk to the entire faculty because I need also some statistics. I need some facts.
No, sir, please, sir. We will give you the statistics, sir.
One more example. I would like to say one more example. In MTech, 8 Dalit students would like to get signature for applying RGNF. But the director says he won't sign. What does it mean?
Sir, this 5 days of fast unto death by students here, what change has it brought to you as the head of this institution?
Yes. You are not accepting to the fact that there is caste discrimination.
without that, there's no hope in actually be going out of this. Yes. What change has this brought to you as the Vice Chancellor of this institution?
It is, everything that I have done in the last 5 days when you all have been on hunger strike. This has been a constant thought in my mind as to why 4 of our students would undertake this rather dangerous and difficult form of protest. My commitment to making a real change is stronger than ever. It has never wavered, but it is stronger than ever. And I need the help not just of individuals. I need the collective help of teachers. I need the collective help of students, of different organizations, because real change doesn't come overnight, and it doesn't come by simply issuing some orders. It comes by more systemic examination of what really makes us work.
We understand that there is no change that has happened in the 5 days. There is nothing that has happened, and you are just managing this crisis. Managing people, managing crisis, and managing officials, asking middlemen to talk to us.
Managing Dalit faculty to interact with you and to interact with the students. Why only Dalit faculty are coming and interacting with us? And why they are informing you? Why there are no Brahmin faculty who are interacting with you and with the students?
Sunkarna, that is not true.
That is true only. Tell me the names of the Brahmin faculty who has come for interaction.
Look at who is sitting with you.
Who are sitting with you? He is a Dalit, he is a Dalit, he is a Dalit, and everyone is Dalit. Where is the Brahmin fellow? Except you.
Sir, we know all your strategies.
Strategically, you are killing Dalits and you are using Dalits again to suppress the Dalit community in this campus.
Simple and so very visible.
Show me who is the Brahmin fellow who has come with you now. Show me one fellow who is with you.
Sunkarna, you know that Professor Krishna is the chair of that committee. Nagaraju is the Dean of Students' Welfare today.
No.
He is the DSW today.
No, he was there for the last 4 days. Now he is not there. What is this, sir?
Where is Sharma?
At the time of police action, only last year.
Where are all the Sharma, Verma, Pandits, all the people?
Where's the Vice Chancellor? Where's the DSW?
We need an explanation.
You cannot simply escape from here. You have to give explanation and you have to leave this place.
We did not any explanation from you.
Let them explain.
What is there to explain? These are the people who have been helping me. And
you are killing Dalit people and you are asking help.
Nothing else. You are not accepting caste discrimination because students are leaving. They don't. That is not because of caste discrimination. When student doesn't get guide allotment, that is not because of caste discrimination. When a student coming from caste in the group, they get guide allotment. But others, like scheduled caste, they don't get guide allotment. That is not caste discrimination. That is not at all caste discrimination.
Nishant, that does not happen in the majority of cases.
This is the fact which happens. Sir, no. Now here you commit to us. Now here you commit to us. Now here you commit to us. I will bring example. Will you take an action immediately? Will you take an action immediately? I will
You
bring
have guts
example.
as a Vice Chancellor.
No. Please. This question I have been posing to you several times in several meetings. I will bring examples. Will you take an immediate action?
Okay. You've got to prove that there was discrimination.
Certainly, yes.
Okay.
Yes. One fact is, in the written assurance which you have given, you have said if any student doesn't get any guide allotment,
3 months after
his admission, you will take an action against them. I have given you the letter which was submitted by one student. What action have you taken on Dean Sundar Raman?
By the time I talked to Dean Sundar Raman, there was already a guide allotment.
But 1.5 years later.
Not in 3 months, after 1.5 year. After 1.5 year.
In the same school, I will give 10 examples. One student, one.
Okay.
No, sir. No, you are not able to. You are not willing to listen to even about caste discrimination cases. One student won Indian Malaysian environmental an international award. He was not allotted guide. He had to leave from here to Osmania. One girl student who is an All India 14th gate rank holder, she has to leave this place because she didn't get guide allotment and she has to leave. You're not accepting this to these facts.
Bring this to my notice.
When after leaving the campus, after
I
leaving the
presented
campus,
one case to you in,
as
in
administration,
front of
what you are doing?
Executive Council, you haven't
you are closing
taken
your
any
eyes and
decision.
sleeping in a VC chamber.
Anna, Sungara, when I presented a case to you in front of Executive Council, you didn't take any action. Now, how can we expect? Sir, please, we want a change of mindsets. We don't want your resignations. We want a change of your mindset.
So your assurance, actually sir, let me tell you very frankly. You know, one case in one faculty member, she got a project of 30 lakh rupees. It was not sponsored by the government of India. You personally intervened, you took the number of that lady, you spoke to her, you made it sure these 30 lakhs, this lady does not get it, right? She was about to get it. I'll give you whole details because I was part of that whole project also. I'll give you whole details. It was only after
to not get a project.
Yes, you did that one. I'll give you whole detail of that. I'll give you the time you made the call. I'll give you the day you made the call. I'll give you the date you made the call. I even give you what was her response also. 30 lakh rupees were not sanctioned to her. It was not from the government department. I don't know what was your interest in that. I'll come with the whole things to you. I'll tell you, sir. I don't want to elaborate in public. Last year, sir, there was a girl, she left, she's a GRF holder. Previous year, from the science school. Previous year, there was a girl, she left with the GRF again. She went to the University of Chicago. She got admission there. But this university could not accommodate. This university could not accommodate.
He's telling the same answers.
And the problem is that, sir, whenever we have a negotiation with you, whatever assurance you are giving, they do not translate into the actions. That's the problem we have. That's a big problem we have.
Zamir, I don't know why you all think that there is no translation into action, because there are many actions that have been taken. Okay? For different individual groups, there are different things that we have been able to do. I mean, tell me that this, cutting the removal of cutoffs for all examinations.
After how many protests, sir?
We have literally begged you not to have exams in the month of February because 9 states cannot be included in the examination.
No,
Literally
things are
we have
going
begged
away.
you, sir.
Let's respond to these things only first.
Okay.
So you accept whether there is a caste-based discrimination or not. Directly, there are many evidences we are giving you, and you also know very well.
Look, as I said, there is no, I do not believe that there is institutionalized discrimination. If it happens in individual departments,
What do you mean by institutional discrimination? Tell me what is institutional. What do you mean by institutional
look,
discrimination?
is there a policy? Okay, there is no,
How about institutional practice?
if it happens in individual departments at, very particular levels with one name or the other, I mean, look, this cannot be a way of saying that the whole institution is casteist.
The report says these suicides were due to institutional lapse.
Yeah.
Right? How does institutional lapse, how do they occur? Is the reason caste or not? These institutional lapses are due to caste discrimination or not? Yes.
Look, institution lapses occur because either the system is not in place correctly, or there's an individual.
What is the reason for that? That's a policy matter. That is a policy matter.
No, or if an individual does something incorrect. In the case of Venkatesh, it is pretty clear that a person who has less than 3 years to go before he retires should not have taken a student.
But why should he even take that student? Why was he not given any guide? What was the institutional lapse that was there? What was the reason for that institutional lapse?
Reason,
When a student is going out of the campus, you are asking each and every certificate from each and every department. From library you are asking no dues, from hostel you are asking no dues. When a professor is going out of the campus, why didn't you ask him about the dues that he is having? While he was guiding a student, he simply get out from the campus without bringing to your notice what the responsibility that you had. Don't you have the responsibility to ask him what the student that you are having?
Other 2 students are appointed.
Your Honorable Vice Chancellor was saying that Mr. Tiwari was not informed to us.
it's also the responsibility of the individual to say that, right?
It is not responsibility. It is
It is the responsibility of the administration to ask his dues.
In India, I think everyone amongst ourselves agree that caste does not operate at the institutions, because institutions are designed by law. A law which has been prepared, drafted under the constitution, but operate at the individual level through the mindset. The deans, how many of your deans are from marginalized sections? That you please answer us. How many of your deans are from marginalized sections?
They don't have capacities.
Because the persons holding institutions are responsible. How many of your deans are from marginalized sections?
Except one dean, all people are from Brahmin community.
Deans go by rotation.
How many of your executive
Based on
council
caste.
members are from marginalized communities? Please give us an explanation. Then we'll talk about it.
The thing is that, I mean, I haven't done a count that way, but
Except Nancharaya, every dean is a Brahmin fellow. That is the thing.
Not fellow, it is Brahminical. We are not against to Brahmins in person. We are against to the Brahminical notions
Mind setting.
which are being followed by individuals.
Prashant, I mean, how do we change that?
That's what
We
you
need to
agree.
Please stop pointing fingers like that.
No, sir, sir. First of all, you agree.
Then we can
Agree. Then we will think. I mean, we'll work along with you for that change. You agree there is caste discrimination.
Where are these meeting first?
You agree there is caste being operated.
Sir, okay, 1 minute, sir. I will ask you one question. I am not understanding it.
Not being able, this is
Sir, and you failed in understanding this. For this only you should resign, sir.
Sir,
Please.
sir, from the
You
faculty.
failed in understanding this.
From the
For
faculty.
this only you should resign.
For the faculty side.
You don't know how to solve it.
From the faculty side, they came here and they gave solidarity to us. From the non-teaching staff, they came here and they gave the solidarity to us. From the students community, they came here and they gave the solidarity to us. From the sweepers, and they also came here, they gave the solidarity to us. For whom you are VC?
Everybody came gave solidarity. No? That's what they are saying.
They signed there clearly. See there once. To whom you are VC? Yourself you are VC. I am VC to you. What is this autocracy? We won't bear that. We won't bear that kind of autocracy, okay? Myself, I will rule you. I will rule you. You should agree for that. What is this? Is there any democracy? Everybody coming here, everybody giving their solidarity to us. But yourself, you are telling that I will be here only. I will sit in my seat only. I will be VC only. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. Everybody, to whom you are VC?
Many faculty have come and gave solidarity, but not a single Brahminical faculty.
No.
That is the word. No, solidarity.
No. Please explicitly give us an explanation, sir. Because, sir, we are very much concerned about the caste question. We are very much concerned about caste question. We cannot, we don't want any more suicides in the name of caste discrimination.
What is our actually our intention is also that you should see, sir, there is caste discrimination, very clear cut caste discrimination in the campus actually, from the departmental side and from the faculty side, and you should accept that it's not individual, sir. It is the institutional responsibility. See, we are failing.
It is the institutional responsibility to see that any kind of discrimination goes away. Okay, I would like to have norms, not just norms, but the one thing that can protect us really is laws, and that I would like to see that it changes the ordinances of the university so that we can have a much fairer way of dealing with each other. Now, we do not have all the laws. You ask me, how do things get out of place? How do people not tell you when they're retiring, whether they have students or not? These are not worked into the ordinances. I am giving you a commitment.
Sir, you are telling that there is no institutional discrimination, and then actually you can't issue this ordinance to the individuals, right? You can't pass the ordinance to particular Setwa or to particular. It is the ordinance to the particular Setwa only. It is the institution, right?
Which is why I have to call and talk to everybody and talk to not just to the heads and deans but to everybody. Which is why I'm doing this with the entire faculty of the university.
Sir, now you're saying that you have removed the cutoff in order to encourage the reservation policy. I mean, the students coming from marginalized students into this campus. But Mr. M. Venkatesh was also a product of that. That is, there was no cutoff for SC/ST students. So, though he was meritorious, he could only come in that category. Though he was scoring a high amount of percentile scores, he could come only in that category. Now, when this student has come in, what protective mechanism have you developed from him? Does he have a DRC committee? Every associated chemistry faculty who were signatories to him have not taken him. He has roamed to each and every faculty that the parents have testified. And I don't understand why you are so much stubborn on not accepting that there is caste which is prevailing in this campus. After all, this is a miniature of the society which is existing outside. So, we want a change. We want a real change.
And this real change has to happen from you, sir. It should happen from you. And we also will all work.
Not in the language, in the mind.
I mean, I would endorse that more than 100%. Okay?
Endorse what, sir?
Just hold on.
More than 100%.
Let him explain.
Discounted, sir.
Percent itself is 100.
When you say that we need to change the mindset, that is paramount in my mind. It is, but these are not things that can be legislated. I cannot, as you say, cannot make a law that will make people stop discriminating. Their attitudes of people have to change. The way in which we approach problems has to change. And I think that the two reports that Professor Krishna has authored, as well as the earlier report of Professor Pavrala on the Senthil Kumar incident, all these need to not just be presented to the university community, it needs to be read by the university community, because that is where people start thinking. And this is what I am committed to doing. Beg your pardon?
8 months, the second report was in your wonderful laptop.
No, it wasn't in my wonderful laptop.
File an RTI.
It was given to every dean.
Don't manage, no.
And you did not give direct answer why you are not ready to resign. We want that explanation. You did not give it.
First of all, sir, counseling can happen. See how much ever you counsel them, they have their own.
Everybody.
No, yeah, let that counseling happen.
Prabhakar,
Let that counseling
that answer
happen.
we did not get.
But
Why he is not ready to
legality
resign?
comes before counseling. That's what we want. Now, what kind of action you are going to take matters. Secondly, how you are going to take, on what pretext are you acting, also becomes important. Because we want you to accept the reality. Accept the reality. State out loud. No, state it loudly. Sir, state it loudly so that we will have trust in you. Let that trust be built, first of all. State it loudly.
What loudly?
What is stopping you in accepting that there is caste discrimination in this university?
Prashant, it is not uniform, and that is why I will not say that it is there in the university.
At least in pockets.
There are instances where there is certainly discrimination. Okay?
On what grounds?
Beg your pardon?
Caste? What discrimination? What discrimination?
There are many forms of discrimination.
What we are asking about caste? Will you agree with that or not?
That is why also, before also I posted a question. Haves can discriminate have-nots, okay? That is why I asked you to particularly, we are asking about, we are not asking about the, wait, I'm not asking, we are not asking about the discrimination, we are asking clearly about the caste discrimination. Please don't divide these two words.
Let it be specific, sir.
We are asking about the caste discrimination in the university.
You have many examples.
Beg your pardon?
No, please, let it be specific, sir. Let it take time, sir.
No. See, these are, as I said earlier, these are not questions for which one gives a yes or a no answer.
You can launch one more
No,
comment
sir,
for the finding of
sir.
caste.
No, please, Uday.
Let it be specific. Let it be specific. No, why? Because why we are asking is, we want a real change.
Yeah. You also want to be.
You agree to the fact. Otherwise, there is no point in these 4 people who have been arrested in sitting here. No point in these 5 people still fasting unto death here. And also,
Yeah. So without accepting there is caste discrimination, how are you going to address caste issue?
yeah,
Without accepting that there is existence of caste
That is
discrimination
there,
in
sir,
this campus,
actually.
how are you going to address caste issue? For how many days we will live in denial?
It's not a question of denial. The question is whether, as an institution, we endorse this. We do not.
Maybe
not.
you do not.
You don't.
But then in that case,
You do not.
see, we can only address when we accept that there is caste discrimination. Otherwise, we cannot address this issue.
The constitution has provided equality before law.
Yeah.
But still today Lakshman Purbat happens, still today Lakshmipet happens, still today Karamchedu happens. There is caste discrimination in outside society. Now here also, yesterday Senthil died, day before Senthil died, yesterday Puliala Raju died, and today Madari Venkatesh died. There is still a question of caste, which you are not agreeing.
And then how do we address?
You are not agreeing.
And then how do we address without accepting it?
Then how can we trust you?
It's not a question of trusting me. You've got to trust the entire university. Okay?
No, but as a head of the institution.
I agree. I'm the head of the institution, and I take a lot of responsibility on that. But my discomfort in giving a yes or a no answer. I mean, when the university is a microcosm of our society. There is discrimination of various forms everywhere. In our university, there probably are instances of discrimination which are based on caste. Those have got to be verified. Those have got to be... Look, Prashant, this is not a point of,
No, sir. Sir, we will
Don't take responsibility. Are you accountable?
We'll stop these recordings. We will stop these recordings in the absence of recording.
It's not a question of the presence or the absence.
No, in the absence of recording.
You're not, this is a question of...
Off the record, sir.
It's not a question of off the record. I did not say that. I said it, look,
Sir,
either way, if somebody is...
how written things are more important than practices.
So
How those things... There are certain norms, we know they are written, but there are certain practices which are more stronger than written norms.
Yeah.
Okay. And what probably the expectation is from us is this, that if we can address those norms which are prevalent in the society, once we recognize them, then we are able to work towards and try to address those norms.
Which is what I have been saying. That I will address the entire... You see, in this particular case, there are the people involved are the teachers of the university. I will call them and address precisely this issue. That is true. I haven't done it in 2 minutes.
Shouldn't you be accountable for